everyone, to another episode of Building a Leadership Mindset podcast. I'm your host, Nikki C., all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Super excited to be here with you with another guest, an amazing guest here today. But before we get into that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We have the Connected Leaders Academy, which is with Jose Escobar. We have the Brief Financial Planning with Julie and Noah. And we also have the Secret Society with Patrick Rude. We're super excited to have them sponsoring this show and supporting our mission to highlight small businesses and entrepreneurs all around the world and showcase what they do and how they are making a mark as well in other people's lives. Without further ado, let's get our We're going to get our guest on today. We have an amazing show for you. And this is none other than Tanya Tsiaousis. She is from Illinois, and I actually went to high school with her sister, and we didn't find out until we reconnected back in 2021 when she introduced to me the amazing Park Lane. If you know me, I love my jewelry and my bling. I don't wear it all the time, but I always make a statement when I go to our functions and things like that, and she has helped me through an amazing hostess process that she has with Park Lane. She's been with them for 8 years. She's also an educator. She's a mom, and she's an amazing woman. And we're going to get her right on here without further ado. Tanya, how are you?
I am good, Nikki. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited for you to be on. I know we were being tested today.
Yes.
For some reason. We had some technical issues, but this is how we roll. We just go with the flow. We adapt, and that's what leaders and champions do.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about you and what you do and what inspires you to do what you do.
Okay, so as Nikki mentioned, I am an educator. I teach science to 5th and 6th elementary school grade students, but I'm also an entrepreneur. I am a leader for Park Lane Jewelry, which is the largest direct sales jewelry company in the world. They've been around since 1955. So during the day, I am inspiring, motivating, educating young children. And then on my spare time as a leader for Park Lane Jewelry and for having such a large team all around the United States, I am doing the same, but with adults and helping them build a side income that helps them and their family with their daily lives, with their daily bills, with vacations. So that's basically what I do with Park Lane Jewelry. Park Lane allows me to share this opportunity with them in a very easy way. We have a way that you can start this business with no out-of-pocket expense. And I know when women are just trying to dive into a new job or a side hustle is what we like to call it. They have a fear of spending like so much money. And at Park Lane Jewelry, just as Nikki mentioned, just by hosting a show with a stylist or with myself as your stylist, we can easily transition that show into an intro show and get you started into your own business with Park Lane. So they're a great company that has been around for a long time, over 68 years.
Wow. Yeah. And we actually touched base again when we were kind of setting up the second party I host with Park Lane Jewelry, which I absolutely loved, and my ladies loved it. But before we get into that, we talked a little bit about the history of Park Lane, and I was just so intrigued, and I would love for you just to give us kind of that setup that happened and why you are so connected with them and really love this company, right? So share that with us.
Yes, definitely. There's definitely a passion behind what I do and why I have been a leader with Park Lane Jewelry for over 8 years now. They are family owned. They're a debt free, cash rich company that has been around since 1955. As I mentioned, they've been around for 68 years. So, this company was started by Shirley and Arthur Levine. She was 16 years old, he was 18 years old. Okay, so here are these two young teenagers starting having this vision to make a difference in the lives of women. At that time in 1955, we can all imagine the role of a woman at that time. And we were just breaking into trying to be having the opportunity to work or just trying to have the opportunity to educate ourselves as well. We were known to be housewives, and our husbands were the ones that went out and worked and brought in the income. And Shirley had a vision to give more to women, to give them an opportunity to also be out in the field, to create this side job that they can share the love and the beauty of Park Lane Jewelry, but also bring in an income to their family to help with the bills, to build their homes, their dreams as well. If they had a dream to have a bigger house, if they had a dream to go on vacations every year, whatever it is, she had this vision and she started it at 16 and he was 18. He was the person with he was the person in the back that took care of the funds, the money, all the accounting. She was the face. Okay, so she has many stories of many challenges throughout the journey of creating Park Lane Jewelry, like walking into women's homes and being kicked out of the house by their husbands, and their husbands didn't want this vision for their wives that she had herself and that her husband had as well. So they went through a lot of challenges in the beginning, but she was an entrepreneur. She knew what she wanted. They knew what they wanted, her husband as well. They had this big vision, and look at where it's at now. It's helping many women and men all over the world have this side income, and creating a business that they can work. Right now, I'm in the office. This is my home. This is where I have my Park Lane Jewelry shows online. I can easily pack up my jewelry, go to an event, go style a bride, have a fun gathering with women or men, reach out to people and help them with their holiday shopping. So it's an easy business to have. And it's just amazing how she started this so young. Here we are 68 later, and she's still making an impact. She didn't give up. I always think about that. How about if she would have given up?
Mm, that's
How about
powerful.
if she would have given up? The impact that she has made worldwide, because we are a worldwide company. And I myself know the struggles, like, during COVID, the struggles that we went through. This company kept us going since they've been around since 1955. They've been through challenges with the economy. They've been through many challenges like COVID. They knew what to do. And since they're family owned, they're debt free, they went in as a family into the company, packing up our packages, making sure that we as stylists had everything that we needed to pay the bills during that time. Because many of my leaders, including myself, that we were out of school, many of my leaders, they had lost their jobs or they were laid off as well. But they had their Park Lane Jewelry business. They had their business that's their own, and they were able to, you know, work it online, and continue to bring in an income for their family that they truly needed during that time. So even just being with them with 8 years, I think back at her at 16. I have a child that's turning 12. I can't imagine at 16 he has this huge vision. And she she's alive. Her husband has passed away. She's still alive, so she sees what she has done, and what, she has seen her vision fulfilled within all
Yeah,
of us at Park Lane.
that is so inspirational. And the fact that I can actually hear and feel your passion about the company and her story. And it's so powerful. And you said a great point. What happened if she didn't go through with her vision, if she accepted those challenges
Mhm.
that were she was faced with, like the doors closing in her face, the no's that she's gotten, but she was determined to live this vision out. And this is what we do here. We're sharing with our audience that there is opportunity, there is ways that you can go for it, and the key point is to never quit. Also, you stated that this, kept going through the most craziest time of our lives when
Mhm.
we were going through COVID and we were shut down and locked in our homes. But Park Lane came together and they said, no, we're gonna make sure our stylists and that we get through this hump, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It is a hump. I mean, we stood in it for about 2.5 years. We're still dealing with some of the
Mhm.
aftermath of it. But the fact that you guys are still standing, still blinging it out for all of your clients, your stylists. And as a matter of fact, my first show that I had with you was in 2021. I actually went back and seen, I thought it was last year, but in 2021, it was like that first year we were really, really dialed in, and people were starting to see, like, I need something, I need a plan B.
Mhm.
Right. I need
Yeah.
something that I can have, that if this ever happens again, my family can still eat, my bills can still be paid, and I can still enjoy the lifestyle that I've always wanted. Right. Tell us a
Mhm.
little bit about that journey. What was the challenges? Like, did you have any doubt at any point within that time frame that it was happening, even before Park Lane came in and did what they did for you guys? Was there any doubt in your mind, like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? How did that look like, and how quickly did that shift for you?
Definitely. When COVID happened, I think we all were like, oh my God, everything is shut down. The world has shut down. And just being an entrepreneur and having a side business, you're like, do people really, am I going to really reach out to talk about my jewelry? Am I gonna, now they have all this worry. They're really stressed. Some of their family members are getting sick. You think about what I thought, like, oh my God, this is so small compared to what's happening in the world right now. But I'm going to tell you, Nikki, I have so many customers and so many clients that thanked me for not giving up on them during that time, because what happened is we transitioned to online. So we of course had to take a step back and had to think of, how can I share the love of jewelry? How can I remind people to don't give up on themselves? Put on your earrings daily, look at yourself in the mirror, throw on that necklace, take a breath. Life is going to continue. How can we continue? And what I did is I brought the fun behind the camera. Okay. So I would do big fun events for them. And I have a customer that she recently just told me, she was like, Tanya, you don't understand, your lives, me, my husband, and my kids would put you on our screen, and we would have so much fun with you at your events that you would do online. A lot of times it was like, you didn't have to purchase, just come join me, spend the evening with me, get to learn a little bit more about me, and I will show you how to style your jewelry, what you have. So I was bringing entertainment to them as well, but also with love, with compassion, with respect. And what ended up happening is that they were passing it along to others. And with Park Lane Jewelry, since we have a hostess benefit plan, that if you become my hostess and you have a show with me, if it be online or in person, there's a way that you can earn free jewelry. Okay. And it's very easy on how you can earn free jewelry. So that's when I met you, Nikki. You were at one of my hostesses show. She had agreed to have a fun styling with me. She wanted to bring her family and friends into that environment of fun, of just community, because at that time we couldn't reach out. We were all scared to be in one spot, in one place. It was really terrifying because we didn't know really what was going on, but this was a way that we were still able to communicate. We were able to do it on Zoom. We were able to do it on Facebook. We were still able to bring joy and fun, and style. And, women love their makeup and their jewelry and their clothes and their purses, and things like that. And that's how I met you. So the person that hosted a show didn't have to put in any type of money or anything like that just to be a hostess. If by chance someone would purchase something, they get hostess perks, they get hostess benefits. So when we transitioned during COVID to basically just having our business online, we had to take a step back on how we're going to make this happen, for one, and for two, to remember where we are at and the time we are at the moment, and what was more important. Yes, having a sale, here and there is important, but it was also important to show people that they have this opportunity with Park Lane to become a stylist, that you can reach others and bring them joy as well. You can bring a community together too. And then you do receive a paycheck, as well, for your time, for your effort, for your love. So we did pivot. And transitioned everything online. We did fun events like blingo events and auction events with paddles, and
Mhm.
we did so many different fun events that we could include not only our hostesses or our customers, but also their families. So we had their kids creating little paddles, or we gave them craft assignments to do, and we would give away free jewelry for, once they posted the pictures of what their child did and created. We would pick out 2, 3 winners and send them free jewelry or send them something for their children. So we did pivot. Everybody did that, had to, that was an entrepreneur, unless you gave up, like you said,
Yeah.
unless you let it defeat you and you said, you know what, I can't do this. And you let all the negativity roam in your mind, instead of taking a step back and saying, what can I do for them? How can I serve them? Okay. How can I serve my customers? How can I serve other women? How can I serve other men? How can I bring them joy through a time when it was negative, 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 and everybody had anxiety and was so worried? How can I bring a spark to their lives with my business of Park Lane? So that's the way we thought about this, that time,
Mhm.
um, with our business. And what we had to do, like, to pivot, is to bring the fun and to
Yeah.
bring the enjoyment as well, and not just have a focus of sale, but have a focus of service, and how we can make a difference in their lives with Park Lane Jewelry, with the opportunity, but also with the product.
Absolutely. And just having my second Park Lane show with my ladies of leadership and that group, it was something that I just wanted, one, obviously, to give them an opportunity to see. Because a lot of people ask me, like, oh, those earrings are nice. I don't have any Park Lane on today because I woke up a little bit late. But they're always saying, like, oh, those are awesome. Where did you get it? And then what I want to go back to was in 2021, I was at my cousin's. I went to two of my cousins' show, and I think I won a gift on both. I could be wrong, but I definitely won a free gift just for being there. And your energy was like absolutely on 100. I absolutely loved it. And I said, okay, well, let me host my first. And that year, I was able to cover like jewelry for all my ladies in my family. So that was gifts. So it was like a perfect time. So I said, This year I was like, you know what, let's, we're always in the coaching and the business mode in my group, and really wanted to have something fun for them. And I thought about you quickly, and I connected with you. And I also wanted you on my podcast to share it, because I believe that so many women are looking for something and they might not know what. And we're more in like the coaching space and stuff like that. I do direct sales. I'm in the travel space as well when it comes to that. So I think this is a great opportunity to add on to what you have. But let me tell you, the feedback that I got after our show on Monday was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I love her. Her energy was absolutely like awesome. Like, everything was great. The way you do it, you have such, you can, like I said, you can see the passion. You have such a knowledge for what you do. And I don't think it's really the length of time that you've been in it. I think that it's truly embedded in your heart what you do. So I just want to say thank you. And I also want to go a little bit more into details with the hostess benefits before we get you off of here, because I want people to connect with you, whether you're looking for that side hustle, whether you're looking for empowerment, whether you're looking to host an event and just add joy to your life. Tanya's your girl. So definitely share with us how does that all work and how people can get a hold of you, love.
Yes, definitely. So I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna start with the opportunity of Park Lane, because I did mention it a little bit. And this is for anyone that may be looking for to just branch out as an entrepreneur, to have a side hustle. You can work this business anytime, part-time, full-time, anytime. This is your business. At Park Lane Jewelry, we have no quotas. So many companies, you have a quota and you're a little stressed, even if you're a leader or you're just starting. They're like, you have to sell this amount of jewelry, or you have to sell this amount of product. Park Lane has no quotas. They don't believe in that, because they don't want to give you any stress. They know that everybody works this business as much or as little as they like. So that is very important to Park Lane, and to me as a leader as well. At Park Lane Jewelry, we have a starter kit that's only $99, okay? And it provides you with $500 worth of jewelry that you select. So when we do our shows, if we do it online, Nikki knows, when we do it on Facebook or on StreamYard or on Zoom, we bring up the pieces of jewelry really close. I have something here, so we can go in, we can show you how it looks, how it stretches, the colors. So you get $500 worth of jewelry that you select for only $99. And a way that Park Lane Jewelry allows us to help you start your business with no out-of-pocket expense is when you have a show with me, I do the show for you. I introduce this new line to your family and friends. I let them know that you are going to start a business with Park Lane Jewelry. I show them the jewelry, introduce them, tell them all the hostess perks. Any bookings that we get for future shows at your show becomes the new stylist shows. Any new stylists that want to sign up from that show becomes the new stylist's team. Okay. And then, although I do the show for the new stylist, that paycheck becomes the new stylist's paycheck. Okay, from her show. So not only is she the hostess of her show and is going to receive the hostess benefits that I'm going to talk about, but she's also going to receive the stylist paycheck. And our commission begins at 30% and it goes all the way up to 50%. Okay, so although I did the show for the stylist, she becomes part of my team members, but she receives the first check. So we get paid weekly. We close our shows on Wednesday. We get paid by Friday. It's directly deposited into your account. We get weekly paychecks. So if that new hostess charges that $99 on her credit card, I can guarantee you by the time we're done with her intro show and she gets that orders and she gets that paycheck, she is going to have that $99 covered for that kit. So basically she's starting her business with no out-of-pocket expense. Okay. Our hostess benefits are the best in the industry. And, that's something that I do brag about. And I always tell my customers, if you can find another company that has better hostess benefit plan than Park Lane Jewelry, please let me know and I will send you free bling. I'm all about sending out free bling and sending out products that we have. And the reason I can do that is because of the way how generous Park Lane Jewelry is to us stylists, because they are always rewarding us with free product for working our business, not only paying us in cash, we also get a lot of product that also allows us to share the beauty of Park Lane and our products as well. Okay, so that's how you can get started with our company. Very easy, with really no fear of that you're going to lose all this money, because there's a way that you can get a $99 kit and I can help you with your starter show, pay it off by the end of the week. Okay. And then you just get started from there with what you have. And as you're working your business, you can earn more jewelry from Park Lane so that you don't have to use the money that you are making to purchase products. Okay. So that's the opportunity. With Park Lane Jewelry, we have an amazing hostess plan that if you decide to host a show, every order that you receive, no matter the size, if the order is $22 or $100, no matter how much that order is, our hostess receives $20 in free jewelry. Okay. So let's say she receives 5 orders. Okay. She receives $100 in free jewelry because 5 times $20 is $100. So she receives $100 in free jewelry. But if she reaches 10 any size orders, Park Lane doubles the hostess benefit to $40. Okay, they double it and they go back to order number 1. Okay, so now with 10 orders times $40 in free jewelry, that's $400 in free jewelry that my hostesses can receive, and there's no limit. So if they receive 11 orders, is 440. If they receive 12, is 480. It goes on and on and on. During the pandemic, I think I had a hostess that earned over $2,000 in free jewelry. Okay, because she had close to 30 orders in her show. And it doesn't end there with the free benefits. All our hostesses receive 4 items of their choice at 50% off. They also receive a bonus item, which is any item up to $200 for just $30. Okay, so they receive free jewelry, half off benefits, and a bonus benefit. And it's not on selected products. So Park Lane doesn't tell you, okay, here's a list of items that you can select for your half off items or that you can select for your bonus items. They're like, no, you can look on the catalog. You can look at your catalog online. You can go through our website. Any items that you like that is retail price, you get to use for your benefits, for your half off items, for your bonus items, for your free jewelry that you receive as a hostess. And Nikki, you had mentioned that it helped you obtain gifts that you can give away, especially during that time. We are going through a recession right now. There's many of us that that our businesses are going up and down, or that they don't have a business, or that they're losing their job as well. So not only is this a great opportunity, but even if this is not the opportunity that you're looking for, it's great to be a hostess, especially during the holiday season, because you can do what Nikki did. You can use your free jewelry, all your hostess benefits, to gather gifts. If it's not for the holidays, I have like a birthday cube box that I store like gifts for surprise birthdays or customers, or surprise gifts for my stylist on my team as well. You can gather these gifts to give away. And if you are in direct sales and you have a team, like with my team, when they reach certain goals that we set together for what they are starting to strive for their business, if they reach certain goals, I just automatically send them a gift. I just go through my jewelry, I send them a gift, and I'm like, great job, you reached your first goal that you were hoping to reach. Now keep on with the first. So even as an entrepreneur in another business, even this is great for you to host as well, not just for holiday gifts, but if you send gifts to your customers, if you send gifts to your team, this is a great way to gather beautiful pieces of jewelry, and that you'll have to be able to make someone else's life a little bit more bright that day and let them know how special they are as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for all of that information. I hope you were taking notes. Definitely connect with Tanya. She's absolutely amazing at what she does, certainly an expert. And let me tell you, you're just going to have fun when you're on these shows and when you're hosting them. And the great thing about it is that not when you're hosting it, all your guests are going to want to host as well. And they're just going to, so you're going to have park lane parties for quite a few weeks. Cause I think I was like in one every week
Yeah.
for that month. And I was like, oh, wow, another way to, get more bling. So it was super exciting. How can people get a hold of you? How can they connect with Tanya?
Well, my email is BOOK with Tanya at gmail.com. You can reach me through email, bookwithtanya@gmail.com. Or if you go to the Park Lane website, you can enter my name as well, which my first name is Tanya. My last name is Tsiaousis, which is T as in Tom, S as in Sam, Iausis. You can find me on my Park Lane Jewelry website as well, just parklanejewelry.com. Search for a stylist, enter my name, and you'll be able to email me that way too.
Awesome. Well, that information will also be in the show notes. So you can just click on the links and you'll be connected with Tanya ASAP. The holidays are coming. Definitely check her out. It doesn't cost you anything to host. If you have more than 10, 20 friends, just get them all on a Facebook Live. Share this, amazing time just through like even the chats were just like blowing up, and it was awesome to like go back and forth. And she's so nurturing with those that participate. So thank you so much for your time, Tanya. Connect with her for sure. Thank you so much for joining another episode of Building a Leadership Mindset. Have a great day. And as I always say, make it count. Bye.
Bye.